Hey everyone, this is Erica Sabo. Welcome back to Retro Renegade. So on today's episode, I want to tell you a little bit about a game that is very important to me and very important to a lot of other people out there, and that game is the Guardian Legend. Now, while this game probably wasn't one of the most popular on the NES, it definitely was one of the more influential ones in terms of its genre-bending gameplay. Whether we're talking about the vertical shooter elements or the top-down action exploration, this game was really important for its time. It may have had its faults, but it was a really important step in a new, vibrant direction. The Guardian Legend puts you in the role of the Guardian of the Earth, a female aerobat named Miria, tasked with infiltrating Naju, a planet-like mass hurtling towards Earth. The game itself is divided into two unique parts, the Labyrinth and the Dungeon, or Corridors. The Labyrinth is a top-down Zelda-esque dungeon crawler swarming with aliens, weapon upgrades, portal gates, and mini-bosses. The Metroid-esque map furthers that sense of immersion, but never quite masters it. The Corridors, on the other hand, plays out like a vertical shoot-'em-up, with your typical upgrades and giant boss. While the Guardian Legend's genre-bending nature was definitely groundbreaking for its time, the overall experience was sometimes a little underwhelming in presentation and didn't quite transition well between game modes. Becoming accustomed to what each gate and upgrade symbol stood for in the Labyrinth definitely helped alleviate this, creating a bit more purpose and presence to the game, but it still lacked that special something. The Guardian Legend maintains that unconventional yet all too familiar presence very well, and part of why I adore this game despite its faults. In fact, it's hard to say which section I like more, since they're so completely different from one another. I'm a huge fan of both shmups and action exploration, so each offered an interesting change in gameplay that ranged from relatively easy to quite challenging. Regardless of which mode you're on, the experience as a whole relies heavily on familiarizing yourself with your surroundings, and doing so will definitely put you at an advantage as you progress the game. The Guardian Legend's graphics are some of the most impressive for its time, with plenty of colorfully futuristic environments. There are, however, some weird design choices riddled throughout, particularly in the Labyrinth. How about the rooms with giant dialogue boxes that you can freely walk over? Or the slowdown when an area is too saturated with enemies? Or my endless trek for save rooms? Or the giant password codes? You get the idea. The environments are wonderful to explore, but other aspects of the game can really take you away from the experience. The music is another one of those features that is worth checking out, but is nothing groundbreaking. If anything, it sets the mood perfectly and might stick with you more than you might imagine. I love the Guardian Legend, but it's never as groundbreaking as it could have potentially been. Don't let its flaws outrule how entertaining the game can be, however. It's still a worthwhile one if you're looking for a hybrid of old favorites like Zelda, Metroid, Blaster Master, and Xanac, while managing to create its own unique identity. So I hope you enjoyed my review of the Guardian Legend. This game is just, it's such a hidden gem. It's one of those games you just have to have in your library. It's one of those really unique experiences that really moved you forward in the console. It's very inspiring, and I really wish we had more games like it. I really wish we had this genre-bending element more in current gameplay. The game itself is maybe about $10 to $20. It may be a little bit harder to find, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You definitely will find it. You just have to search around for a bit. But yeah, if you like this review, please check out this game. It's really worth your time. I really love it, and I definitely recommend it to any of you, despite its faults. It's yeah. It's really great. It's really great. So if you like my review for the Guardian Legend, then please, give me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know if you're interested in playing it, if you have any questions about the game. And I hope you tune in again soon. Alright, peace.